Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday, May 11th. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home with today's 3-card reading. Please remember, the first card is always for you. The second card, always for someone else. That someone else might be a stranger, a friend, or a loved one. And the third card is always something to remember or watch for. It is often an opportunity. Okay. So I'm going to go through the cards and then I'm going to revisit a card from yesterday. Okay. But let's do today's reading first so that if someone doesn't want to revisit, then we're good. They can leave. Okay. So the card for you today, is lead. And lead is absolutely one of my favorites. Lead is the reminder from God Universe that we do not lead from in front. We do not lead from in front. Let me say that again. We do not lead from in front, but we actually lead from beside. Okay? We can manage from in front. Like we can tell people what to do. That's fine. But that's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're not supposed to be managing the situation. We are supposed to be leading others. And when you lead others, you are learning right alongside of them. Okay? You aren't the expert. You are just the one, you're just the guide. You are just the one who is willing. So, okay. When you're the leader, it's not that you're the one who knows the most. We often think of it that way and we position it that way. But when you're the leader, really, you're the one who's just the most willing to take the risk. That really is all it is. You're the one who's the most willing to take the risk. Ooh. So how does that transfer out and how does that change your perspective on leading? You're the one most willing to take the risk. So if we're the one most willing to take the risk, then we're the one reaching out our hand to helping the people. Let's say we're crossing a dangerous river. And we found this outcropping of rocks. And they look pretty safe, like they're pretty level, but they're damp. And we're like, okay, this is great. We can cross here. But as the leader, while we recognize that this is the great place to take the risk, the people that we're guiding may not see it the same way. They may not have that same faith. They may not have that same buy-in. So we can't just scramble across the rocks and go, come on, let's go. That doesn't work. If they're not safe, you have to go back there with them and go step by step, right alongside them, helping them, guiding them, making sure they don't slip on that water that was on that rock there. Oh, watch that rock. It has a little bit of an edge. Oh, watch that one. Okay. So we got to be right there with them to guide them along the way. You can't just cross and go, all right, come over here. The water's fine. They're terrified to get there. Like they need help. That's what lead is all about. Okay. All right. It is a green go and it is a yellow freeway. So as soon as we recognize that we've got to go back and we've got to be alongside them and them come with us, that also means that they have to see our ugly. We can't be this beautiful thing standing in front of them going, come on, it's okay. We can get through this struggle. See how beautiful I am? We got this. Like, no. Beautiful isn't struggle. They don't want to see how beautiful we are. They want to see how dirty and gross and yucky and nasty we get, and we keep going. Like they want to see us covered in bugs and spider webs and gross and going, all right, come on, let's go. We still got this. Come on. That's what they want to see. Okay. It's like they don't believe you if you're too clean, and we're too clean. So we got to get back there and get a little dirty with them. Okay. Okay. It is an immediate change. This isn't about past. This isn't about future. This is about doing it different. Okay. No more of this going and finding the place and going, come over here. Hello, follow the sound of my voice. It doesn't work. It's more, here, let me take your hand. Let's go together. Okay? No more of this. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Sorry. Don't do it anymore. Go hold their hand. Bring them with you. All right. This one is also an earth. Okay. So it's about analysis. It's about making that plan. It's about being strategic. Okay. It really is about leading. Okay. Seeing things that they're not seeing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Take their hand. Get a little dirty. Take off some of that makeup. Okay. All right. The message for someone else today. Please remember, someone else might be a stranger, a friend, a loved one, or you. So the message today from God Universe is park. Park is another one of my favorites because it is a reminder from God Universe that we are taking life much too seriously. Way too seriously. Like, what would 6-year-old you say? Are you out having any kind of fun? Like, seriously, yesterday we had dust. Like, this is that reminder. We need to go out and have some fun in our lives. A little bit of fun. What in your life could feel like, remember that feeling when you were a kid and you climbed on the monkey bars? For me, it was doing the flip around and like swing around, round, 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 and then flip and come off and land on your feet. Like, that was so freedom. Like, I was so powerful because I could do all these things that I couldn't do on the ground. I could flip and be magical like all my friends who could do gymnastics that I couldn't do. And so for me, that's kind of what park is saying. Like, what from my childhood, like, empowered me? And how can I embrace that and do more of that in my life? So it is a stop. We've got to stop and think and notice that I am taking things I am being way too much the adultier adult right now. It is time to knock myself down a notch and be a kid for a second. Okay? It is a dirt road because life is a journey and we can't be so serious all the time. When we're leading, we can lead and have fun. Like, we can do these kid things and we can show others how to release and how to have a good time too. And maybe that's what universe is saying right now, is that we need to show others how to tap into that inner child and be themselves. Because that's when you were the most you. Before all of that other crap, all of the conditioning that we were taught, when you were a kid, that was when you were the most you. And you didn't even know it yet. So how can we tap into that? It is a future and it is an air. So all about that community, collaboration, talking with other people, getting together, going out, having a fun time with your friends. Go be silly. Okay. All right. So that's the message for someone else. If you can lead them to the being silly, that would be great, because that's 2 birds, 1 stone, because you're my someone else. Okay. So the more we can all just go out there and model and do what we're asking others to do, it's great. That's what the message is saying today. Last but never least is the card to remember, watch for. This time it is a remember, and it is no. We had this one on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know what day it was. Earlier this week, we had no. And no is the reminder from God Universe that we need to shush our mind a little bit and follow our heart. Shush our mind a little bit and follow our heart. Our mind is all about, I need to pay the bills. I need to do these things. I need to survive, 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 survive. And our heart is love, 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 love. And it's that unconditional love. Not that I'm going to earn somebody's love. It's that unconditional love. And so, how today can we lead from beside? And how can we stop being so serious and tap into our inner child? Because our heart knows that we need to do those things, not only for ourselves, but for others. Okay? Because it's still always about others, even when it's about us. This one is a toll, friends. So it is a green go, but it's a toll if we don't figure it out. If we don't start listening to our heart, because our heart knows the answer. There will be a cost if we don't listen to our heart. Our mind says, lead from in front. Gotta make the money. Gotta pay the bills. Gotta work your way up. You want to be number one. That's what your mind is saying. But your heart is saying, lead from beside. Enjoy your life. Have adventure. Tap into what you love. That's what your heart is saying, and you know it. You know it. Okay. It is a future. I don't think we had any past today, did we? No past. No past. Future and change. This one is another air. So it's another talk to people, communicate, collaborate, get with your people. It's about your relationships because that's where the love is. Seriously, it's with the people and the relationships. Your brain makes you go off and be by yourself. And it tells you that people are silly and that emotions are dumb and that you don't want them. But we need to follow our heart or there's a cost. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so we're going to lead. We're going to do what our inner child says, and we're going to follow our heart. Beautiful. What a great Thursday. I love it. All right. That's it for today. So if you are someone who doesn't want to listen to my story reflecting on yesterday's reading, you can turn off now. It's been a great day. Love you. See you tomorrow. Mwah. Okay. Now, if you would like to listen to my reflection on none, I want to lead from beside. Okay. So yesterday, I was like, this is all your fault. It's you guys. I don't have a problem with lack mentality. This isn't me, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I love when the universe does this. Okay. So I'm going through my day. My day's just fine. Yesterday was my oldest's birthday. Okay. And I'm telling you, I'm being really vulnerable here. Okay. So I take my youngest to the gas station to get some snacks or something. And I bring up dinner. And he's like, well, Eric and I won't be here for dinner. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you won't be here for dinner? You don't have a car. Where are you going? And I didn't say that, but in my head, I thought it. And he goes, yeah, and he's like, yeah, we won't be home. And I looked at him and I went, are you going with Alec for his birthday? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, and there it was. There was none smacking me in the face in the car. The kid had to have seen the look on my face go. I was so I'm not invited. You were invited and I wasn't invited. Oh my God. I had a moment. And that moment lasted a good 2 hours. People were John was I think it's so great that the kids are all going. I'm like, yeah, I really think it's great too. I'm not going to tell you that I'm so jealous. I hid it from John. I only told one person that I was struggling with that. And so, yeah. So I processed, and I decided that I probably needed to share that with all of you today as a way to lead and also a way to just kind of show how none showed up and to apologize and say, I'm really sorry that I blamed you all because apparently it was me. Okay, so that was none in my life yesterday. So I don't know how it showed up for you. So yeah, so, okay. So I'm sorry that I blamed you all. It was my fault. Anyway. Okay. So that's it for this beautiful Thursday. Please go out there, do nice things for other people. Remember, it is still May. It is still Mental Health Awareness Month. And we are still making sure that we are just aware that everyone has struggles and everyone hides those struggles because people are not like me. They don't wear their emotions out there on their sleeve. A lot of people like to keep those emotions bottled up and hidden. I like to wear mine out there so everybody knows and is aware and has a warning sign. So anyway, so go out there with kindness, do nice things for other people, smile, give grace, be patient. All right. Have a great day. Love you. See you tomorrow.